and we're about to get lunch ready as usual. You know, I got to come over here and check the camera for problems. So anyway, we're back in the kitchen today. Today we're going to do something a little different. Well, not really a little different, but the average, what people, average stuff that people like to eat. So that's what we're eating today. So I'm not doing any homemade biscuits today. So we're going to do store-bought Pillsbury biscuits. And these Pillsbury biscuits, I got me while I'm sitting here cooking. I can snack on me a Reese cup. And we got a nice piece of pork. We're gonna cook that up. We have biscuits today. I just got some fresh olives. As you can see, fresh olives. So we're gonna use that today. We're using fresh olives today for the ingredient. Got a couple more on this pork. Fresh olives in there. You can see. I gotta go outside. I'll be right back. I'm back. I had to go outside for a minute. Still gotta go outside again. We gotta go out front in a minute. Uh, Always got problems when you going live. So anyway, we're doing pork today. We're gonna put it in the pressure cooker. Okay, I'm back. Sorry to go back outside again. So I'm gonna go ahead and start and get this ready. Let me wash this real quick. Um, Let me see if I got the ingredient that I'm thinking about. I hate to, I probably don't have it more than likely because I'm thinking about it. And I didn't pick it up at the store this morning, which I kind of figured I didn't have it, but oh well. We'll make do without it. I will make do without it. So, since I don't have that, we'll just do a traditional one for you guys. We'll just do a traditional pork pork recipe. Put my pants up for you, as usual. Good morning to everybody out there in YouTube land. Everybody likes that kind of stuff. We're not perfect around here. We try not, and I try not to be perfect around here. in any shape, form, or fashion. So from last night, we want to go ahead and get this back started on. From this morning, rather. So we got the strawberry oil sitting there on top of the stove from last night, this morning, whatever, 12 after midnight, whatever the case may be. So we're gonna go ahead and finish washing my hands, wash this meat, put it over here in the strawberry oil, and get ready to season it. And it's going in a pressure cooker, so we're just gonna like brown it on both sides in the strawberry oil after I wash this. So I know that you probably can't hear me that well, but I just want to say good morning again to everybody that's just coming in. This morning we're doing a pork thing, a nice little pork roast. Traditionally, it should take about 45 minutes for it to get done. So we're going to leave it at that. I just washed it, and I'm going to go ahead and stick it in the strawberry oil on high. So it's in the strawberry oil on high already. You got to season it. You use the kind of seasoning that you like to use. Of course, I'm used to seasoning that I like. You find the ones that you like, and you go from there. The traditional seasonings that I like on my food are cinnamon, garlic, and onion, and cayenne pepper. I don't have any garlic right now for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So we're going to take this off the stove for a minute so I can go ahead and season it with some cayenne pepper. As you can see, it's not going to be hot. It's not going to be hot at all, actually, because I'm not using that much cayenne pepper. This is onion powder. Those two are only going on one side. The cinnamon is going on both sides. That way I can control that. Quite a bit of cinnamon, actually. More cinnamon than the cayenne pepper and the onion powder. It's sitting in strawberry oil as we speak, so I'm going to put quite a bit of cinnamon on this back side here. I'm going to put quite a bit of cinnamon like that. And since this is going into the pressure cooker, I'm going to go ahead and put it over here. Put it back on high heat so it can brown. So I can sear both sides of it and brown it. Hey everybody, this morning back in the kitchen again. They had cooking. We're doing a pork roast today. I know y'all like all that kind of weird stuff in the kitchen, untraditional. It's not smooth, nothing really around here goes like really, really smoothly like that, you know what I mean? So what this was a pork shoulder blade roast. We got a pork shoulder blade roast that we're doing this morning. Just seasoned it with cayenne pepper, onion powder, and cinnamon. I got some fresh olives. I picked some fresh olives this morning, so we're going to use some fresh olives. We also have some rose petals. We have rose petals and coconut fir. We have that right here. That with some fresh olives. See if you can see that. The rose petals, the coconut fir, the fresh olives. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put this in the pressure cooker. I'm going to go ahead and get this started. This inside the pressure cooker before I add the roast. So because this celery is old and I need to use it, so we're going to use all of this celery. We're going to use this whole entire stalk of celery. It's about to go bad. This is going to be the base of the pork roast. I'm going to use all of this celery. The whole thing is about to go bad anyway, so make use of it. Put the whole thing of celery in there. With the fresh olives, whole, leaves and all, stem leaves and all, celery and olives in there, fresh whole. We're going to wait for the roses and coconut first. We're going to wait on that. Next, we're going to add soy sauce. I don't have any Worcestershire sauce or tamarind. If I had tamarind or Worcestershire sauce, I would use that instead, but we're going to use soy sauce today. We got soy sauce. I'm going to add some water. Quite a bit of water. Because even though this roast only takes about an hour to cook, it's going to take about 3 hours to cook. Give or take. Because I know you can't hear me, I'll tell you again in a minute, but we're going to get this started first. We're going to get the base started. We're going to get the base started for the roast, which was what I just put in there. And so we're going to let that cook for an hour. That was celery, fresh olives, and soy sauce. We're going to and fill it halfway with water. We're going to let that cook down to become our broth for our roast. So I'm kind of like making a non-traditional vegetable broth. See if we can get the light in here, see if we can see a little bit better. Probably not. So anyway, turn the light off. And even if I push this back, I'm going to have to just talk a little louder. But that's okay. So we got a non-traditional vegetable stock of broth going on over there with celery, olives, and soy sauce. That's going for the pork shoulder blade roast, which I got over there cooking on 9, trying to just kind of like brown the top and bottom of it in strawberry oil. Gonna leave it uncovered. Okay, so since we're doing all that, and today we're not having a quote unquote healthy meal, as they would say. It's not quote unquote healthy because we're having biscuits, meat and bread biscuits, and we're having pork biscuits today, pulled pork biscuits, like pork roast biscuits. So that's what we're having today. And you can doctor that up however you want to doctor it up. You can add your own, fruits and your own fruits and vegetables to it if you want to the biscuit, however you want to hook it up. So that's what we're doing today. And I'm just going to be sitting here talking to you for a minute about nothing. So we're going to have a little conversation as well while we're cooking. Let you come into my life, let you get a little taste or feel about, how I am, what's going on with me and stuff like that, what I do on a daily basis. It is what it is. I like to clean as I go when I'm cooking, but it is what it is. Let me sit down. While that pork is browning over there, the pork blade shoulder roast is Chicken. We're gonna have that for dinner tonight. Nothing traditionally like healthy or whatever it may be. It's gonna be healthy. It's not bad for you the way that I'm doing it, but you know, you always gotta have sides to go with it. So anything that you got to the side would be fine for it. I know, like look at that mustache. Oh God. I know I ain't terrible this morning, but yeah. So reason cup for y'all. I get in a marginal amount of sugar a day. I try to get in small amounts of sugar. I don't like a lot of sweets, but I get it in when I get the sugar that is. You know, I normally like regular peanuts by themselves, but that is what it is. And I just wanted to come over here and just shoot this really again this morning. Very untraditional. Not shaved, really. I mean, shaved, but mustache needs to be trimmed. But anyway, it is time to sit here and lollygag with you for a minute about nothing in life. So anyway, the election is coming up. Hopefully, you people out there got your stuff together, got you, you know, got your situation together. I'm gonna, yeah, because you're gonna get to know me for me, and I get to see myself for myself as well. So this is a learning experience for me as well, for you to see me and to see. I just wanted to see how that really is in real life. How I know people are like, why do I always do that? Why am I always frowning up or whatever and getting in frown lines? But I don't know. But I want to come over here and show you and let you know that, you know, I'm a real person. You know, I have real issues. I have real problems like everybody else. I'm not perfect, by no means necessary. I do smoke, as you can see, which is it's not a habit. I can easily quit anytime I get ready. But I'm not here to debate anybody on smoking. Or what's the proper way to smoke and what's not the proper way to smoke. And how some people can smoke until they're in their 80s and 90s and some people can't. I'm not going to get into that. It is what it is. You take your own health, you know, you take your own health seriously. You do what you need to do for yourself. And everything will work itself out. Um, I don't condone in chain smoking, of course not. Packed and packed and packed and packed and packed, back to back, every day. And I don't even smoke cigarettes anymore, so I just do cigars and marijuana. Which nowadays they're trying to say it's bad for you. Let me take this sport. So the top side of the pork roast has browned really well. It's kind of burnt on top like you won't. But it's still gonna have to sit there and so sit there those juices for a minute. Because The broth has to cook. It's gonna take about an hour for the broth to cook to get done before you put the roast in there. So that's gonna take another uh, hour. So anyway, back to the situation that we're talking about. I'm just up this morning or afternoon, wherever you're at. On here, just shooting the breeze with you this morning again, talking. I ain't gonna hold you up for no damn 3 hours today or 4 hours today like I did yesterday, playing music or whatever the case may be, and then coming in and having breakfast with you and whatever the case may be. So anyway, so now we're working on lunch. Even though it ain't 10 o'clock yet, we're still working on lunch. And lunch today again is pork blade shoulder roast with olives and celery and soy sauce. It's gonna all cook down together, and then you're gonna put the roast in there. After that cooks down for about a good 45 minutes to an hour, so the celery can go ahead and become like a liquid, like a juice, a broth rather. You know, making celery broth, olive celery, and soy broth to go with this pork roast today. Untraditional as usual, but I was walking to the store and I saw some beautiful olives, so I said, "Let me get them. They're ready. So let me go get these olives and hook them up." So that's another thing for people that live in communities where you know you don't have those things around. You know, because a lot of communities don't have access to fresh fruits and vegetables. Um, there's been a campaign on YouTube for the last 3 or 4 years trying to get people to grow fruits and vegetables yourself. You know, and try to make it in a community setting, like a community garden or whatever, for the community. Like this morning, this morning was a good time for that. Good time for some olives this morning. They were ready, they were ripe. Some were still green, some were black. Perfect. Get some of those. Um, Save me from buying olives at the grocery store this morning. Because olives are expensive, especially olive oil. Let me talk about that for a minute. You know how much olive oil is nowadays? Almost $30. And I'm not lying. Like 27.99. In some cases 29.99. Exactly 30. For the kind that we use. So um, it's getting up there. It's getting very expensive. So I got fresh olives. I was more than happy to get those and use those this morning. So I've been on here almost 30 minutes. I'll flip the roast up. I'll show it to you in a minute. Even though it's got to sit there, it's stew it. It just sit there and marinate in those juices for another hour or so while it's cooking. It's black on top. It caramelized really well on top. I had it on high, so now I got it on medium for the bottom side, so it won't burn as fast. But yeah, hopefully, I know I'm not going to be in here for 2 hours. Maybe I might be in here for 2 hours, the whole cooking session, but maybe not. And you're like, why you come on this morning and you didn't do your mustache or nothing like that? Whatever. I'm not here to please you in any kind of way like that. So it is what it is. It is getting kind of thick, though, let's say. But anyway, the election is coming up. Not telling you who to vote for. Not endorsing any candidates at all, none whatsoever. I guess I already voted, so it is what it is. the only initiative, the only bill that I will talk about that I voted against was this uh, Marriage Act in California. I don't know what that really is about, but I voted against the Marriage Act. If I feel like those are old issues. To me, they're like dead issues, old and dead issues. If a traditional marriage is a man and a woman, let a traditional marriage be a man and a woman. I don't have time for people trying to marry bananas. You know what I mean, or anything like that. Because you know you got crazy people that do that. You got those crazy people. I should call them crazy, but you got people on YouTube that are like, I want to marry a wall. I want to marry a tree. I want to marry, That's the only reason why I voted no on the Marriage Act because marriage, once you start redefining marriage as you loving doorknobs and stuff like that windows and stuff, telephones and laptops and tablets and and all that stuff, and you get married to your cell phone, I ain't with all that. You know what I mean? And and the age thing is another thing that is involved in this too. So it's about the marriage act to me is too radical because it introduces age into it, which is 15 to me is a little bit too young to be getting married. But if the judge say you can get married at 15, you get married at 15. But when you start talking about some marrying windows and pavement, mm-mm. Let the marriage just stay marriage, man or woman. That's it. And if you're a gay couple and you want to get married, that's on you. That's the choice that you make. You don't have to get married. You can just stay partners. You know what I mean? Domestic partners, whatever they call it. But if you want to get married for like benefits that that a traditional marriage get, I get your social security and this, that, and the other after you pass away and all this kind of stuff. If y'all are in love with each other that much, you should have a contract already made up, or whatever the case may be. Make up your own contract. You know what I mean? If that's the case, you can sign your own contract, like prenups and all that kind of stuff. Make your own contract. Say, this is for you. This I know you can't give out your governmental benefits. I understand that, but other stuff you're just gonna have to make preparations for it. You know what I mean? Get insurance, get extra insurance if need be. You know what I mean? For your spouse, or whatever case be, in that event. So it is what it is. I'm proud up all the time, so no, it's it ain't nothing to me. But yet again, I want to come on here that you see me for me and not like I'm playing some game or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a real average person. Like I don't have average issues like other people. You know what I mean? I do smoke, as you can see, so I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect, and I'm not here as a role model to encourage you to do anything. You know what I mean? I'm just here to have a conversation with you, share some cooking techniques with you for those who can't cook. And, if you can cook, this channel, this show is not for you. But and if you can cook, this channel and show could still be for you because people that know how to cook and like to cook, sometimes they like to watch other people cook and see how they cook. See how what they're doing, how they make their stuff. But when you're dealing with like me, and I try to use plain, simple ingredients, nothing too hard. You know what I mean? Like sarsaparilla and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? When you get up out of all of that kind of stuff and just use your traditional stuff that at your market, nothing specialty, nothing from overseas or nothing like that. So we just doing natural stuff that you pick up at the market. And I'm trying to stay away from all of those mixed. Uh, how they have all the sauces and gravies and stuff like that, and creams and stuff. So try to stay away from that. So let's come over here, give this a flip. That's the top side. I told you it was burnt on top. Nice and crispy, like it should. Not going to turn it over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the top on, and I'm going to turn it down to 1, and let it go like that. So, yet again, I had to come on here because people like, there are channels where you can just listen to the person talk, but sometimes people like to actually see the person that they're talking to or listening to. So, so that's what this is about. I'm just really, like I say, rambling on today because I'm waiting for the election to end and for that to be over with, so I could actually go ahead and we can start having some dialogue, conversations about some real stuff and some real issues. Because I'm not trying to get into this election because this election to me is a farce. It's I don't know what this country is thinking about, where they're headed, what direction they're going into, because the candidates that we have, the two candidates that we have, it is what it is. I mean, I can just honestly say that it's time for a change in this country, of course, and it's good to see that it's just not white men, white Caucasian people on the battleground ticket anymore. Now you start to see black people, Asian people, Hispanic people, all kind of people run for president, which is good because of the traditional way of the white man running this place. Not saying that they did a bad job, but it is what it is. Everybody, nobody's perfect, so nobody can create a perfect world. So, and the issues between us are still remain. You know what I mean? The issue between blacks and whites and all other nationalities still remain. So none of that has changed in all these years. Black people still gonna be black people, white people still gonna be white people, and it is what it is. The choices that we have to make nowadays for president, I I don't know if I would want to make them kind of choices. To be honest with you, I'll say this: since I'm talking about the election, like I said, I'm not endorsing neither candidate. Neither candidate should win. To be honest with you, I don't know because the Speaker of the House definitely shouldn't take over either. I don't know where this country is going to. So the only reason why I say neither candidate should win is because this is the only thing I'm about to say about these two people in this election, and I'm gonna let this conversation go about the election. Everybody want to say that Donald Trump is a criminal, and everybody wants to say that Kamala Harris is a criminal. You know, even though she was a prosecutor, they want to say that she was a criminal prosecutor and that she was to get into a mind of a criminal, you got to be like, you got to think like a criminal. You got to be like a criminal. So, they may both be criminals. You know what I mean? So, they both may have their hand in crime some kind of way, some kind of way. So, it is what it is. Not to say that any other president has never had their hand in crime or anything like that. So, it is what it is. So, to me, but it wasn't held up like it is today. Two criminals running for office. You know what I mean? Take your best criminal. You know, for a woman to come in and take over is would be different and a change, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I can't say. That's one thing I'm not going to say on here. I'm not going to run any kind of predictions of the election because more than likely I'll be wrong anyway. So if we had 4 years of Kamala, it'll just be 4 years of Kamala. And the issues still remain because some of these issues still ain't been handled. I'm telling you, the issues that America is still dangling and not addressing. They haven't addressed the $20 bill issue. They haven't addressed Harriet Tubman at all in the last couple of years. I haven't heard any conversation about this 20. And see, that's another thing. I'm gonna say this because black people, but you know, is it this day and age to see a black woman in office to hand out a $20 bill? You know what I mean? Is that what's going on? Because Harriet Tubman, her $20 bill is supposed to come out, supposed to been out, and it still ain't surfaced anywhere. Are they gonna bring it out? I don't know. And quietly kept, the other bills that the Fed is holding on to. Will they ever be released? The $30 bill and the $40 bill, and the $15 bill. Will they ever be released? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Those issues that America is still dealing with and still haven't addressed in any shape, form, or fashion. I haven't seen a $15 bill or a $30 bill or $40 bill as of yet, but they have them. And so the $20 bill, that's another issue that's supposed to be taking place. So is Kamala, who's going to hand out the $20 bill? Is Kamala going to hand out the $20 bill, or is Trump going to hand out the $20 bill? Who knows? So anyway, I can only speculate of what other people would say that, if Trump got in there, you may not ever see that $20 bill. But I ain't going to say that per se, but you know what it is. That's what conspiracy theorists would be like. Trump is not going to let no Harriet Tubman $20 bill out of there until 2028, until he gets out of there, or whatever the case may be. And she may not let it out of there until 2028, until she get out of there, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But so we might have to sit here and wait till 2028 to even see the Harriet Tubman $20 bill. To even get probably got to wait till 26 or 27 to even get currency to even talk about it. You know what I mean? To bring it up as an issue, to bring it up on the floor as a vote. And don't even talk about time change. Those two issues go hand in hand. The $20 bill and time change, they go hand in hand. Most states around this country hate daylight savings time at whatever that is in the springtime, and whatever that is in the fall time. Whatever it is, I can't even. It's to me it's a shame that you learn these things for years and years and years and years and years and years, and it's like I still know nothing about it. I still can't tell you the difference between daylight savings time and Eastern Standard Time, which is which. I get confused on that. I think daylight savings time is I don't know now, and Eastern Standard Time is in April or something. I don't know. But anyway, those two issues. Congress don't seem like they're going to tackle those issues no time soon, so I'm not even going to worry about that. So that's the only thing I can say about the election and the issues that the country is facing is those two issues, the $20 bill and time change. But, it is what it is. They'll come up and start talking about some old other stuff that makes no sense, that we, as the American people, don't even want to be involved with, and it ain't going to benefit us in no shape, form, or fashion. So they're going to have some plans for us, but for the most part, as it always is, something for the foreigners, for people overseas, and not for us. But yeah, so that's what that is. So you go out and make your own decisions on the election. That's my thought and theory on the election. I'm not really gonna, like I say, get too much into that. Other than that, that's it. Marriage should be marriage. It could be between people. It can be between people, but it should not be between people and other things. And things that are non-people. Okay? Are not personal. Like animals. You shouldn't be able to marry animals either. You shouldn't be able to marry trees, windows, pavement, computer boards, none of that. So, marriage, I voted against that marriage because, like they say, it opens the door to all the other stuff. It opened the door to somebody trying to get married to a window. It's crazy. In some places, people do that kind of stuff, marrying walls and stuff. To this wall, ID wed and all that kind of. Oh no. To this window, ID wed and all that kind of stuff. No. No. Uh-uh. Let those people be those people. So, like I say, this is 2020. Whatever. Wherever you're at in your time zone, in your area, whatever. If you're in 2024, you're in 2024. If you're in 2025, you're in 2025. That's just the way it goes, and that's just the way it is. So it is what it is. So for those that are in 2025, you know how it is. So you know that craziness that still perpetrates and goes around the world. You know, this portion, these 4+ billion people don't even really look at the clock. And then you have, like 1 billion or so plus people that watch the clock. Well, you said 2 or 3 billion that watch the clock, but you got like 4 billion that don't watch the clock. So, it is what it is. And for those 4 billion that don't watch the clock, they're like in 2025. And for like the other billion, the other like 3, 4 billion the other 3 billion that watch the clock, it's like in 2024. So you know how they go. So if you know what I mean, like catching this country in all these little arenas, you know what I mean? Catching them and document them and all their little whatever it is that they're trying to do in the background and the scene and stuff like that, all that kind of stuff. Sitting here smoking on live, on YouTube Live, sitting here smoking, and in some places you still can't, go to the dispensary and get your own, your own personal stash. So, you know, I'm trying to, and that's another reason why you don't really see me here on that much, and that's why you don't, I'm not really uploading like that because it's not, because to me it's like I'm not trying to really cash in on certain people and cash out on other people. You know what I mean? Because some people, like I say, that's why I'll let you into my little world and see me as myself, not something that I just, like people, they come on YouTube, they gotta get all dolled up and, they gotta make sure everything's perfect, the background's perfect, they look perfect, and all that kind of stuff. No, since this country is the way it is, and some people have and some people have not, and some people can legally do certain things, some people legally can't. I'm just gonna let it ride and roll like this because because it's like then that means I can't go to certain places, you know what I mean, and do these things. So why am I gonna get all dolled up and get over here and get everything picture perfect in the background? And I can't even talk to all of you. I can't talk to everybody. I can't even some certain places are that's not allowed. And then you can sit there and look at it, listen to it, somebody, like me smoking right now, and you can sit here and look at me and watch me on YouTube in them states where, you don't have a dispensary and you can't go get the stuff. But to me, that's kind of like a that's not good because then it's like, I'm not trying to cash in on you. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make money off of you, and not saying that I will, go support, you know, these people, but apparently I'm supporting these people without your support anyway. So that wouldn't even really matter, if so. But it's like if I wanted to come over there where you are, and have these discussions and these conversations, that's a whole totally different thing. And even with the decriminalization and all that kind of stuff, I'm it's to me that's not the same. That's still not the same. Just because something has been decriminalized, you know, and then the amounts. I'm not understanding. I'm just not understanding how you know certain people can get like 2 ounces, you know, and some people can't even get a quarter ounce. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. It's crazy how they have it misconstrued like that. Pork roast over there. Okay, now that's another thing, and I'll go ahead and talk about that too, because since I'm here in that place in that state where those things are going on, like the smoking, the pork, the sugar, the all that stuff. Like today. You know what I mean? So I mean, even though this is not every day, it's not like I do this every day, but I did want to come over here and show it like it is what it is, because some people do eat pork and smoke and eat sugary snacks and stuff like that. Some people do, and it is what it is. Not saying that that is good or bad for you, because only you can define that for yourself. So I mean, like I say, some people can do that stuff until they're 90 some years old, and some people can't. It just depends on the individual person and how you choose to live your life. But like I said, I don't do that every day. So anyway, but I am on here to showcase it when it's happening, and like today it's happening. So it is what it is, and it's not a bad thing. So it's just gonna roll the way that it is, and like they say, and for those people in those places that are kind of wondering about those things, like what are some of the health consequences to smoking marijuana, and and eating, what I mean, and still trying to eat a unhealthy diet and smoke at the same time. Is that good for you? Apparently not. But anyway, so like I say, I don't really, I eat pretty good. So uh, like I say, I don't really care for meat anyway, of any type, shape, form, fashion. I eat it because I grew up in the. I'm not going to say that that all education is good education, but I was educated on the fact that once that has kind of like been introduced into your system, it's like you should try to keep it in your system, because once you start taking it out of your system, you may have negative side effects and stuff like that. So it's like I eat it sparingly and eat it in moderation, because it's like I don't want to be the type to say, I had stopped eating like pork for like years, and all of a sudden I ate a pork chop and I got sick. You know what I mean? I don't want to have those kind of issues. So I just do it the way that I do it in moderation, and just to keep myself from actually getting sick, because you know that happens too. Just like with ground beef and sausage and like just about any other meat, chicken, turkey, lamb, a goat, a duck, whatever. All of the above. To me, like I say, I'm not you, so I can't talk. I can't speak for you, but I'm not really a meat connoisseur. But I do eat those meats just to keep myself from getting sick, because especially I'm gonna have to talk about this one little situation that with these people, with these marijuana people, and their vomiting situation, their throw up situation. Yeah, I'll speak on that for a minute too. So dealing with the marijuana people and the vomit situation is it's like summertime. It's like 106 degrees. It's like cooking meat, and it's like sickening. Okay, and it's like sickening. So, and for like at night, it's like 84, 85, 86 degrees. uh, and cooking meat can be sickening too. So, like fish and all that kind of stuff. So stuff like that. So I've had vomiting issues. I've had that. So I'm not even gonna lie about that. I've had vomiting issues, but my vomiting issues are always controlled. And I understand the vomiting issues with that, and where some people can choke on their own vomit or whatever the case may be. But no, that's not anything like, not that serious, anything like that. But and my vomiting issue actually stemmed from the heat, not from the smoking or the food itself. It was just the heat itself. It was really hot, and when it's really hot like that, a lot of people may not know this. The flip side to this coin is that on the other end, like if you're getting like frostbite, like you're outside in the 30s or 20s or whatever, teens, 20s, 30s, you know how your hand could like start burning and start like hurting, you know what I mean? So it's like in the heat, it's a the opposite of that. It's like you got to have super gag reflexes in that heat, and certain things. I mean, just certain, and like food can kind of like spark it and make you sick. So that's happened to me before, but nothing serious, nothing serious because like I say, I don't eat a lot of meat per se anyway, so it wasn't like I would be like gagging or choking on meat. So and it's kind of hard to be gagging and choking on, as they say, paste, food paste. So it's kind of hard to be gagging and choking on food paste. But that won't do anything. Just come like straight out, straight up and straight out. None of that other severe, you know, whatever. But anyway, like I say, we're on here today, uh, just shooting the breeze with you, trying to let you enjoy your day. Because some people are not having a good day, or whatever the case may be. After the hurricane or whatever the case may be, which I don't really want to get into and talk about. But yeah. So anyway, it is what it is, and so for those people that are in those areas where marijuana is not permissible for you, there's still some there's still some downsides to it, of course. That and that one downside right there, a lot of people try to hold on to that vomiting situation, but that's up to you. I know my vomit didn't come directly from smoking, so I know that much. It came from the excess heat, and that meat smell was not. Uh, it wasn't good enough. And then the only way that I found out that it was the meat still didn't make me sick is because like the fish that day I was cooking the fish and that night, and it was hot. This was like in this was a couple of months ago. What is this? October? That was like in July, August, middle of July and August. It was like really hot. It was like, and everybody knows in middle of July, August in this country, it was really fucking. I mean, it was really hot. And that night it was really hot. And and I was trying to wait to cook to like 12, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what time it was too, and it was still hot. And it started making me a little sick. And then I had to throw up. But then the next day, you know, I ate the fish and the fish was all right. It was good. I was like, what? Hmm? Yeah. So that was that issue. So it's just a heat issue here that you have to deal with. So that's the only thing. living in the desert, you have to deal with that severe heat, or or uh, keep the AC on when it's hot. When it's hot, you got to keep the AC on because you can't let that heat seep in. Once that heat starts to seep in, and it kind of like sits and lingers for a minute, you know, no cooking, no. Well, you can cook, you can stir fry your vegetables and stuff, but no meat cooking, no cooking of meat, no. Mm-mm. All of that has to be cold at that point. If you eat like cold pizza, because some people love cold pizza, you get you some cold pizza. Some people love uh, cold meatballs. Some people love cold sweet meatballs. Some people go crazy over cold sweet meatballs. What are you talking about? Some people like that kind of stuff. So you gotta eat that stuff cold when it's like that. You know, I ain't into cold meat like that, but other than like cold cuts, and I don't eat that much either. But I eat a turkey sandwich or something like that. But bologna every now and then. And my bologna has to be fried. I can't eat no raw bologna. I don't eat nobody. I don't like raw bologna. Mm. I really don't like cold turkey breast either. I don't rather cook all that stuff for a couple of minutes. But other than that, yeah, But some people love cold pizza, cold sweet balls. Some people eat cold chicken too. But all they think about eat no cold chicken, no cold steak, no cold pork chop, no cold rib, no none of that. You know what I mean? But some people do. Some people, and it can, yeah, I mean, and it can save your life in certain situations too. It could really help you. But and I've had the cold ribs before, but it's not something that I'm into. But stuff like that. But it's got to be cold when the heat gets on you like that. Or you would be sick and throw it up. And if you gonna be sick and throw it up, you better make sure that you got that food paste in there because all that other stuff. I don't know. I don't know what happens. We eat like fish bowls and all that kind of stuff. Cause some people, some people eventually start chewing up the bones of the fish and the bones of the chicken, and some people eat the bone marrow and all that stuff and chew on bones and all that kind of stuff. And you throwing all that kind of stuff up. I don't know about all that. So I can't say. Okay. So I've been over here for an hour, just about, and that's good. So we just sit here, shoot the breeze for an hour, and it is what it is. They here cooking. I haven't put the biscuits on yet. They're still sitting over there. I'm making homemade biscuits today. Not gonna do it. And that's another thing about the desert uh, and baking. You gotta use excess amounts of baking powder, and I don't like using excess amounts of baking powder to bake nothing. So I ain't doing no baking like that because anytime you gotta use more than 3 tablespoons of baking powder to make something rise, you might as well use yeast or whatever. And I don't really care for like yeast biscuits and stuff like that. But you can do that, but I don't want to be using no 4 and 5 tablespoons of baking powder just to get some biscuits. You know what I mean? That's just too much to me. Yeah, load of cake. Okay, we ain't talking about a cake. Okay, it really going there. That's way too much. 6 or 7 tablespoons of cake. No, that's too much. I don't need that much baking powder. That's way too much baking powder. This is just for the shoot the breeze and this little smoky marijuana moment. But over here cooking this pork roast, blade shoulder pork roast biscuits. Uh, that's about it. So making the vegetable broth right now with celery, olives, fresh olives, and soy sauce. So that says it has 34 more minutes to go. I've been on here for exactly an hour and 10 seconds. So I'm gonna let it go. But I'll be right back for a minute because I need to go get my phone, which I do not have on me. I'll be back. Oh, okay. I'm back. Sorry about that. Actually going to look for my phone, and my phone is right here. I was waiting on a phone call, but it is what it is. So anyway, yeah, back on here, shooting the breeze with you again today. Told you, today's a good day. You know, the weather's pretty good today. Little jacket on, you know, kind of chilly. But other than that, we got this vegetable broth going on. It's still got like 31 more minutes for that. So it is what it is. I may be capping this video off at 2 hours, but the food still won't be done in 2 hours because the roast still has a good 30, 45 minutes to go. And the broth still has about 30 more minutes to cook. Because I know the celeries are still whole at this point, so. Well, they would sweat down a little bit more before I add the roast to it and cook that. And put the biscuits on. They only take like 10 minutes. And that's done. And then you add your only topic to whatever have your topic. So it is what it is. So today is pork and biscuits. But like I say, it's a good day today. Hopefully everybody out there is doing pretty well. Back on here again. Going to get back into the kitchen with y'all eventually and do a little bit more live cooking, I guess, and have a little bit more in-depth conversations about certain things that people, would like to hear about. But it is what it is. But like I say, for those people that are in those communities where you still don't have a dispensary and it's still a decriminalization thing going on wherever that is, and whatever that is, whatever they're talking about. We're going to go ahead and still carry on with this conversation. So you can see that I'm a regular individual, just like most people out here, and it is what it is. But you know, I mean, I don't really know per se, what that's about. But I can really actually tell you, I really don't know what that's about and why. I don't know. So uh, it is what it is. But you still got to be careful about devices and things like that. You know what I mean? So as long as you're good and cool, you're good and cool. You got 28 more minutes on the vegetable broth. Cooking on celery broth. The roast over there has been brown. It's on one right now. Just being stationary right now on one. I'm gonna turn it off on one in a minute. Go ahead and turn the heat all the way off. But right now, just trying to keep the juices to flow through the meat. So I'm gonna turn it off in a minute, and they got like 20 more minutes on this pressure cookers for the celery broth. But so cause I can do without the 8 minutes, but so I can do like 20 minutes on that. But yeah, so it's all good. So next topic is you know this is not going to be another motivational speech therapy show either. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Everybody out there, you need to get a manicure and a pedicure, and you're going about your business. Keep yourself up. Exercise on a daily basis if you can. Don't just let your work be your exercise. Get the proper exercise that you need, because work can be your exercise, but make sure that you get the proper exercise that you need and the proper rest in whatever work that you're doing. So it is what it is for builders out there, people doing construction, things like that. You got to get your proper exercise in, your proper rest, your proper sleep. But other than that, you should be good to go, because most jobs nowadays aren't really that stressful. I would say. You know what I mean? Other than being in the construction or doing you know handling things outside. But other than that, you should be fine. You know what I mean? So uh, like office work and all that kind of stuff. That's just most of that stuff is done at home nowadays. You can sit at home in your office and type up and do all the reports, and it'll enter all the information. You can do all that at home nowadays. But other than that, I don't really see people doing too much work anymore. Other than construction, the office. You got your other people, but I consider them still kind of like under construction at office. Like people that are outside, fixing and working and stuff like that. Other than that, it is what it is. Everybody else is just chilling. You know what I mean? Working and chilling. So when you're working and chilling, you know, you may not still be getting the proper exercise that you need. And those people that are outside, they get the proper exercise per se, but they may not get the proper rest. And that's the only thing about that. So you gotta keep your guards up at all times. So yeah. So you know what? I'm not buying it. Sit here talking to you for a minute about nothing, because like I say, I can say the word, but I ain't got to get in depth about it. But the election is around the corner. It's like less than a month away, or whatever the case may be. I don't even know how many days it is. To be honest with you, I think you very. I don't even know when you vote. I don't even know when you vote. So I don't know if it's the third, the fourth, the second, one of them days. I don't know, but that's just around the corner. Uh, it's like the 16th, so that's like a little bit over 2 weeks. I would say 3 weeks at the most. So you got like 3 weeks till you know to find out who the new president is. So it is what it is. You know, I already voted, so I ain't worried about it. Been on here for an hour and 10 minutes. We're about to get off in about 30, 40 probably at the most. That vegetable stock, the celery stock is still making. It got 24 more minutes on that. We'll do about 16 on that. Then we're gonna check it out and put the roaster there for 45 minutes and let it go. They gonna do a whole hour on the roast. I should do a whole hour on the roast, but it's not a really big roast. It it's big enough, but it ain't really big, and it's pork. So it ain't gonna take that long for it to fall apart. So that should go enough for about 45 minutes. Yeah, and the biscuits don't take like 10 minutes, so, and I may not even cook those, so it is what it is. I may cook the biscuits, I may not. Because there's bread there, you can make a sandwich, but, you know, probably end up cooking the biscuits anyway, but it is what it is. Yeah, so no vegetable delights tonight. So none of that's going on today. So it is what it is. Having pork biscuits. I don't know what I'm top mine with, but you know, top yours, whatever you want to top yours with. But meat and bread is what's going on over here tonight. You have your pick of your topics. So how would that go? But yeah, so I'm just back over here again, like I said, just to shoot the breeze with you again. Got 2 minutes on the Instapot. We're gonna take about 14 of those and check on the vegetable broth, the salad vegetable broth with the olives, the fresh olives and the soy sauce. We'll check on that. Just don't have no Worcestershire sauce or tamarind, so I just don't have either one of those. We're gonna use the olive and soy sauce, and we're gonna put the pork roast in there in a minute. Put it in there for about 45 minutes in the Instapot, and it should be done. I should do the biscuits now, even so. I mean, so they'll be cold then because they don't have to be hot by the time the pork roast get done. They don't have to be hot, so they can be cold. But I'll get that done in a minute. And sit here and chat with you a little longer for about at least about 40 more minutes. Then that'll be about it. Because I didn't do a whole 4 hours yesterday. I did like some music yesterday, whatever the case may be, and then came over here and started cooking breakfast this morning. But I'm gonna stop. My breakfast routine in the morning about 12 o'clock too. So that's what my little breakfast routine will have to stop. So that's what I'm gonna do with that. Because I'm full and I'm not really being hungry around 12 o'clock anymore. So I can let that go. And I got these potatoes over here, so that'll be picked up in the morning. My morning, about 6, 7 o'clock. Daylight time over here. Because eating when Greenwich eat is not gonna continue to go on. I ain't gonna eat when Greenwich eat. Greenwich can eat when Greenwich eat. Greenwich can eat at 12 o'clock all they want to. At midnight. I ain't eating at midnight with Greenwich. Since it's their morning. At midnight here, it's their morning in Greenwich. So I'm not eating Greenwich. Bro. And that's that 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Eastern time too. So that's that morning too. That's that morning breakfast too. Even though you might say a couple of more hours, but some people get up and cook at 5:30. Because most fast food places open at 5:30. So by 5:30, most people eating breakfast anyway. But me eating breakfast at 1 o'clock, just because people eating breakfast at getting ready to eat breakfast at 5:30. That's crazy. But that's the way it go. But yeah. And bees, I like bees, but you know what? I've been cooking so many bees lately. I can't cook no more bees. I mean, I can't, but I can't see to cook no more bees at all. Period. I mean, bees galore. I would say, still got bees in the refrigerator. I can't cook no more bees. I'm sorry for you. No more bees. Mm-mm, mm-mm. No, 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 no. 17 minutes on the Instant Pot. 10 more minutes on a timer. And I'm going to try to put this roast in here and see what's going on with it. I'm going to take the celery out because I know it ain't cooked all the way down. Actually, I'm going to probably put the celery, take it out, and put it on top of the roast and cook it. Then take it out at the end because it ain't cooked all the way down yet. And this is just for people who don't know how to cook, and for like people who just would like to do like simple cooking, learn how to cook simple things. You know, do like hard but simple cooking. Because cooking a pork roast it can be kind of hard to cook a pork roast if you don't know how to cook. So what I would do is get some onion powder, some cinnamon, some cayenne pepper. Put that on there. In a skillet, use some strawberry oil. Burn the top. Turn it over. Put it on medium. Turn it down to 1 after it's been on medium for 3 or 4 minutes. Turn it down to 1 and get ready to put it in the Instant Pot in 9 minutes. So that's how you do that. You put it in the Instant Pot. Then the Instant Pot go do the cooking for you. So, it's over with at that point. And so we battle over seasoning and stuff like that. Just a simple seasoning on the roast. Onion, cayenne pepper, cinnamon. Simple seasoning. No salt. Even though salt may be added to this, I'm not gonna lie to you, salt may be added to this because salt may be added to the broth because there's no salt in the broth at all. So, like a tablespoon of salt may be added to this. But other than that, it is what it is. I wouldn't add no more than a tablespoon of salt. I wouldn't add 2 tablespoons. I would only add like a tablespoon of salt just for the broth because the broth ain't got no. It's just uh, what adds that soy sauce, which is salty enough. But the celery and the olives, fresh olives and olive leaf, they ain't got no salt, so it may not be enough salt for the meat to cut through that meat. So I really need a little salt to cut through that meat because the meat ain't gonna be bland, but sometimes salt can you know give it that extra that flavor that it needs because sometimes you can get some meat that ain't got no salt on it. You can be seasoned all day long and it still ain't got no salt. It ain't got that flavor to it, that kick to it. This is 13 minutes on the Instapot, so we got about 6 more minutes on the timer, and I'm gonna check it out. It's one more minute since it's 12 on the Instapot. One more minute. We're gonna go ahead and let the steam out at 11 minutes, and we're gonna give it this countdown down to 8 or 7 minutes where it's gonna be at to 20. So that's what's gonna happen here. So let's get ready for this. So the pork roast will be already ready to go in. Just wash that out. Put it up. And sit back and for 45 minutes and let the Instapot cook the roast. So that's another thing since I don't have the microphone on. Some of this conversation may have been in and out, and I really don't want to have to speak like really, really, really loud to get you to hear what I'm talking about. But we got 11 minutes on the Instapot. So we're ready. Keep the steam out. We're gonna get the steam out for a minute. And we get down to 10. We're gonna turn it off. Let the rest of the steam out. Let it open itself. Let it signal that it's ready to be open. This will take about 2 more minutes after 10. So once it goes down to 10, it's at 11 now. So once it goes down to 10, it's at 10 now. Turn it off. I don't know if you can hear the steam vent that I just opened up. So I let it vent for 1 minute and then I turned it off at 10 minutes. I'm gonna let it vent for the next 2 minutes. That's the thing with the Instapot. When you put it on like 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes or whatever the case may be, it takes longer than 10, 15, 20 minutes, like 30, 40, 45 minutes. It takes longer than 30, 40, 45 minutes. It takes more like 15 minutes. If you put it on 45, it takes like 15 minutes because it takes about a good 5 minutes to get going. So once it starts to get going, and then it'll tell you that, then the timer will come on, and then it'll tell you, how long it has to cook. But it still has to take about a good 5 minutes before it starts cooking. So when you turn it off, I found that, I'll let it vent for a minute, turn it off, let it vent again until it's ready to open. And it's almost ready. Okay, so the vent has gone down. I don't know if you can hear that or not. So the vent has gone down. The little thing on the side of the vent just went down, so I can open it down, but I'm not going to open it right now. I'm going to let it sit again for another minute because I still see steam coming out of the vent. So I'm going to let that steam come out for another minute or so, and then it's off, and we're going to then open it up, and then we're going to get the spatula and take out the celery, put the roast in, uh, put the celery back on top of the roast, close it back up, put it on 45 minutes. It should have enough liquid in there, should have enough broth to cook itself in. We're about to see in a minute. I don't see any steam anymore right now, so I just see the pulsating heat. I'm gonna give that another minute. While I'm waiting, get up. Let's see the roast. That's the roast, but the open this up. I know you can't see anything with the steam. And the celery. The broth. Mmm. The celery and olives are coming out. Roast is going in. The way I think I'm gonna cook this is, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close that up. Put that on 45. Turn it on. Get ready to discard this. Let it cool off for a minute. Biscuits. I'm doing stovetop biscuits. I know you're gonna hate me. It is what it is. We're doing stovetop biscuits. Gotta get a skillet. know you're gonna hate me on the oil. That's our roses and coconut fir. Rose and coconut fir. Some oil. We're gonna let this oil and coconut fir and roses come together just a little bit. And strawberry. Turn that off. We're gonna open this back up. I know it takes a minute to, for the steam to go back down and for the lid to open back up. So that's cool. And we're gonna do stove top biscuits in the same skillet, the same pan. As soon as this open up, just gonna add some more oil to it. Um, and drop this in there. Put that back on. $50. Like that. And then we're gonna add some more oil. We're gonna add some more oil to this. Turn that back on. Put it on 5. Add the oil. We're on stovetop biscuits, so really. Add the oil. Put it around. It's on 5. I'm trying to turn it down for a minute as I add the biscuits in. And turn it down to 4. We're going to add the biscuits in to the oil. These are ready-made frozen biscuits. These are not homemade. And these are going to be stovetop biscuits, not baked in the oven. Make sure we get them all in there. Got 2 more. There's 3. That's not in there. Okay. Got them all in there. These are stovetop biscuits. I'm gonna put a top on them. I'm gonna turn these up. We're gonna start them off on. I'm gonna turn them up to 7 for a minute. Start them off. I'm gonna turn them back down. As soon as I hear the sizzle, which is now, so I can turn it down to 5. You can discard the celery and olives. So yeah, so we're not doing homemade biscuits today. We're doing the Pillsbury biscuits, and we're gonna do them stovetop wise. We got the pork roast in the crock pot, and in the pressure cooker, Instant Pot. That'll be done in about an hour. I got on 50 minutes, so it'll be done for about an hour. Go ahead and rinse this skillet out. So yeah, so just let me know how y'all cook y'all roast out there and how y'all do y'all biscuits. But today we're having roasting biscuits. Biscuits look pretty good. Stovetop biscuits. Gonna have to turn that down in a minute. It's on 5. Turn that around. Get ready to turn that down to 3 in a minute. Yeah, so back on here in the kitchen again, like I say. Just trying to do a little something for you. 50 minutes now to go on the clock for the roast. The biscuits will take about a good 15-20 minutes. Biscuits will take about a good 15-20 minutes. And that's how that goes. I'm just cleaning up this little mess right here that I had here for you. You know, when you're cooking, you tend to make a mess. I got a little bag right there for my little goodie mess. And there we have it. That's on. They've got to turn down the biscuits. Yeah. So we're doing stovetop biscuits. We're doing stovetop biscuits and a roast. Yeah. So yeah. How y'all doing out there? Back again. Back going live. Yeah. Sorry, I had to wipe down while I was cleaning, but while I'm cooking. So anyway, back on here, we're not gonna hold you up much longer. Been here almost 2 hours. Been here in the kitchen cooking. You see that I'm here cooking. So we got the roast on going on, and that'll be done in about 40 minutes. They say on the Instant Pot. We got 47, so it should be done by 40. The biscuits, I guess I'll sit here and shoot the breeze with you until the biscuits are done, because they're stovetop biscuits and these biscuits are not cooked in the oven. These are being cooked on top of the stove, so I guess I'll sit here and shoot the breeze with you while I do that. So And that should take about 20 minutes. And that'll be 2 hours on that. And then lunch is done. And for you guys over there, wherever you're at, your dinner is almost done. So it is what it is. So we got the pork roast. We got the pork roast and biscuits today. This morning was BLT with honeydew melon. That was this morning. We had BLT and honeydew melon. Now we're having a pork roast and some biscuits. That's gonna be for lunch and dinner. For those people that are into all that, got the beans in the refrigerator. Somebody got a barbecue plate in the refrigerator too, with potato salad and beans on it too, and sausage and sick of that. So anyway, I'm eating pork roast. And biscuits. I'm not doing no avocado toast with my pork roast and biscuits. Just the normal run of the day type stuff. So, that's what that is. Maybe some onions. And some mushrooms. Mushroom and onions. My biscuit sounds good. So I might try that. I might try the mushroom biscuit with onions and pork roast. I might try that instead. I don't know how good that sounds, but it sounds good to me. Even though I didn't put the mushrooms in there yet. Even though I didn't put the mushrooms in on the pork roast. But and I ain't doing no fresh mushrooms with my biscuits and onions. But yeah, that gravy sounds good with that. But I really don't want no gravy. Just the biscuit, the mushrooms and the onions and roast. No gravy. Yeah, so I know. Trying to get you to see everyday average people. Not people that come on here that have to be perfect all the time and look good at every point. You know, and all that. You know, average person. Somebody to see anywhere. So yeah. Just shooting the breeze ain't talking about nothing today. Just sitting here just chilling, cooking. I used to I like looking at them cooking shows. Some live, some recorded, whatever the case may be. like cooking too. Some of the folks get down. Some of the folks be cooking. Some of the folks be cooking. Some of the folks really be cooking. I don't. I can't say I be really be cooking, but I mean I be cooking. I can't say I really be cooking, but I be cooking though. And that's what we're doing today. So, so this is like an average where people eat around here anyway. Most people like pork roast. Sandwiches or biscuits. You got biscuits. Make sure you got some good onion and mushroom gravy. That's good. Don't talk about the mashed potatoes. Way out your league, yeah. We're way far into left field. Biscuit therapy. Stovetop biscuits. I'm gonna take my 3. It's better because 3 is gonna be too high for 2. They have to cook. They gonna have to cook for a while because when they on top of the stove, they burn it a lot. But they ain't gonna turn these. A lot of people turn theirs over so they can brown on both sides. If the steam top hit the top, cook the top, and it'd be a little dark brown and even burn at the bottom. That's how it over turns out. So yeah, that's how we do that. Do stovetop biscuits. The Pillsbury. I just saw the Pillsbury frozen when I was putting them in the pan. They look floury, like pasty like. They was trying to stick, even in the oil. They was trying to stick, but they should be all right. I think it was 12 in there. Got all 12 of them in there. Put them on top of the stove. Takes a little longer, but to cook, but that's fine. It'll take about 15-20 minutes to cook on the top of the stove, especially if you don't turn them over. It takes about 15-20 minutes to cook them properly on top of the stove. If you don't turn them over, and I ain't gonna turn those over. They'll just be steamed on top and burnt on bottom. On 2, they won't cook properly. The bottom has to burn. With the steam on top. I'll show you in a minute. Even with all that oil I had in there, it's gonna take a minute for them to soak that up and give it a nice burn at the bottom. That's that. That's the video. And yeah, so we got 36 more minutes on that spot. We got 30 more minutes on the S spot. Been on here for it reconnected. So okay. I've been on here 3 hours. But it reconnected. Anyway. Yeah, so it just reconnected. So I was like, I know you've been in no 3 hours. 2 at the most. Not 3. So anyway. We've been here about 2 hours. And we're cooking pork, baked shoulder roast, and biscuits on top. Stovetop biscuits. And you get to see people in their natural state. Not trying to be all dolled up and pretty. For nobody. But anyway. The election is coming up pretty soon. Like I say, you go out and vote for who you want to vote for. And real life, the way that you choose to live. Other than that, I want to tell you, you sit here and listen to me shoot the breeze all you want to. And we're on this road. And these bitches. But I am. Couple more minutes. So yeah. I ain't give no props. Shout out to anybody. Pillsbury. I ain't read the ingredients. Must use yeast in their biscuits. Them things rose like no what that crazy. long as trying to stick to the top. Well, yeah, it's gonna take them a minute to cook. As fluffy and thick as they roll. Ain't gonna dry them out, but really cook for a minute. Got 30 minutes on the Instapot. Oh, well, anyway, um, uh, okay, I'm not here for no motivational speeches. And nothing like that. Just here to just shoot the breeze with you. Look at myself today as a regular person, regular human being, just like you. Nothing special. Nothing special. Just life being the way the life is. I give myself some pointers on when I come on here and start having a conversation with you. In-depth conversations. I know what to do. What to do and what not to do. So that's what that is. So I was glad I was able to come over here to let you come to my little world, to let you see what, how people interact on a daily basis, what people do on a daily basis. I know it's getting late. I don't know why I'm thinking it's like 2 o'clock and it's only like 11. So it's nowhere near getting late, but I just looked at the clock and it's like 11 o'clock. So it's not even quote unquote lunchtime yet. Because I be looking at YouTube, and when you start to look at people and their channel, not saying that I do this intentionally, but I notice how the more and more I watch certain people, the more and more it seems like you see them in a different, like you see them as more like human, like hey, somebody like like such is in my kitchen or something, such is look like like such woke, look like they just woke up this morning, got out of bed and rolled up and you know how you see people like that, how you catch glimpses of people like that, like they just got out of bed this morning and like, hey, how you doing? Have a good day. You know what I mean? When you start to really look at people and watch their channel, you kind of get that sense of like, not like I know you, but it's like a closeness. Damn, you look like you just got out of bed this morning. Okay. They can even be flawless on all your channels and all your videos. You can be flawless on all of them. And after a while, it's still like damn, like you just got out of bed this morning. So that's what I'm trying to. That's the feel I'm trying to give to the community today. Like, damn, like you just got out the shower, you just got out of bed this morning or whatever. You know what I mean? Your hair ain't done, you looking messy, you got shaving and all that kind of stuff. You get to know the person and be like, just like you just woke up this morning, you ain't shaved yet, you know what I mean? You showered but you ain't shaved yet and all that kind of crap. You run around. You know how it is. That's when you quote unquote get the door person. You know, that's what it is. So we had these stovetop biscuits going on. We got 20 minutes left on the timer for the Instapot. And the stovetop biscuits, they so fluffy, they will take a little while to load and cook. That means that fluffy, that means they will really be burnt at the bottom and not, since I turned them over. So the steam, I don't know if they even go get enough steam because they was almost sticking to the top, as fluffy as they were. So they get a little steam on them, but they'll be all right. I can't never see to come over here and give a perfect cooking session anyway, like flawless cooking session, where something is not messing up or something is not looking right at, it don't look like it should look right, like right now or whatever the case may be. You know how some people can have like a flawless cooking channel. All their food come out look flawless when they come out. All it look good. No matter what they cooking, it always look good. Like they got the perfect brownness on everything. They cook their fish and chicken is the perfect brownness and all that. I can't do that on mine. And I don't even like cooking my chicken the same way all the time anyway. So mine be different anyway. So I don't even care for that. Some people strictly you fry chicken this certain way, you get this certain color, and you get such. And you keep it that way. I don't cook my chicken like that. Sometimes my chicken be dark, like it's burnt, but it ain't burnt. Cause I use ketchup and sometimes I fry my chicken in ketchup. Sometimes I marinate it in ketchup. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I marinate my chicken in ketchup and fry it. I surely did. Yep. So we got 20 minutes left on the Instapot on this pork roast. And it is what it is. I'm gonna cut out the biscuits in a minute. I'm gonna take the biscuits out. Um, Pillsbury stove top biscuits, they weren't cooked in the oven. They was cooked on top of the stove. We'll go check them out. Let me go look at them first. Then I'll tell you. They want to misbehave, as you know they would. So they're on 3. stovetop biscuits. It's gonna take them a minute to cook. Yeah, and they love all those imperfectional shots. So that's what's going on right now. These some of these imperfectional shots, as they say. But yeah, so get ready to wrap this up in just a minute. We got 20 more minutes on the timer for the roast. Interesting. I'm not quite sure if that's going to be correct. 20 more minutes on the roast. Doesn't seem like it's going to be tender. I might have to cook it a little longer. So, that's what that is. Clean up my little mess that I'm making. As we get ready to wrap this up, and after the election, like I say, we'll come with some more beneficial news and topics. Other than that, hope y'all people have a good day, a good afternoon. I don't know what you're eating today. I don't know what your dinner is going to be. But the suggestion of the day was pork roast and biscuits. Was the suggestion of the day. I don't know about your neck of the woods and what you do on your side of the town, but it is what it is. Leaven, non-leaven, tortillas or biscuits. And for the cornbread community too. For them good tamales. If you know how to make them. Everybody don't know how to make a tamale, so it is what it is. If you know how to make a tamale, make the tamale. 18, if you can't make it with this roast, but 18 minutes on the timer. Because I don't think this roast right here is nowhere near tender, nowhere near falling apart yet. I put it on 50 minutes, so we'll see in a minute. I might have to put it on another 20, 30 more minutes because just the way it is, it may take a little longer. So we'll see about that. The biscuits, I just checked on them, and I know that they're nowhere near ready, so they're going to take about another 10 minutes or so. You can't turn them up because if you turn them up, you're going to really burn the bottoms, and they're not going to be good. So they got enough steam in there to keep them going, and enough heat generating to keep them going. And they're rising pretty good. They're pretty fluffy, as is. I'll get ready to taste one for you in a minute. I normally don't, but today I probably will, because there's nothing I normally don't do either. I normally don't eat and smoke at the same time, like that, like you just, like today's just one of them days, a random day that just happened to be what happened today, because it doesn't normally happen like that. So, I might give me something to drink, like some water or something, or some juice or something. But other than that, eating, just eating either before or way after, an hour or two after, not normally together. But since I'm on YouTube today, and it's trying to show some flaws and show that people ain't perfect, and try to get a little bit more of a homely scent sense to you, that early morning feeling. You just got out of bed and then have a conversation. But so that's how it is. But it gets better over time, and the cooking shows get better over time as well. Because I like to cook and like to eat, and if you watch my channel, I do cook and I do eat, and I cook. I can't say exotic stuff, but I do like that. Like those types of dishes. But today's just a normal plain dish today. Today is just a pork roast and some celery and olive and soy sauce and some water, and that's it. So like I say, I was outside today, went to the store, saw some fresh olives out. They was black and green. So let me get some olives and go ahead and put this pork roast together, and we got it going. So that it is what it is. Just got a notification about somebody that just came on live. But anyway, not even talking about that situation. None of that situation, none whatsoever. So I just want to come over here and show you the little offspring of how it kind of how this can be like don't you like you just woke up this morning fresh this morning, you just woke right up and talking and cooking and all that kind of stuff, early morning kind of stuff. But and kind of got it going like that too, because it's still like it ain't 12 o'clock yet, it still ain't noon yet. So and for most people in that community, in the Greenwich community, it's already it's about to be nighttime over there. So you know what that is. So, you know how that goes. But yeah. So just on here, just like I said, shooting the breeze with you. Got 14 minutes on the timer on this meat, which I can go ahead and air it out and give it a look-see to see if I actually need to put it on for 30 more minutes. If I actually need to put it on for 30 more minutes to get it to fall apart, not just be sliceable and juicy and tender, but to fall apart. Some people like their sliceable, juicy, and tender. I don't like mine to be stringy, but I like the combination of the two, where it's still sliceable, but it can fall apart. So we'll see. Right now, the way it seems like, if I had to guess outside, just sitting here watching it cook, I don't think it's, I think it's sliceable right now, but I don't think it's color factor. I don't think it's color factor. I could be wrong there. So, and the biscuit still got a ways to go. Okay, it's 12 minutes. Turn that off. Let that go down for another minute. Sit for another 2. So there's 4 more minutes. Open it up. See if it's needs 30 more minutes to go. And that's that. We gotta be careful with the Instapot because that stuff can burn. You know what I mean? That stuff can burn. So you gotta be careful. But it's like 11 o'clock. It's not even 12 o'clock yet, so we're gonna go ahead and get this open and see what's going on. So get this lunch going. So when 12 is here, it's like 3 there, so it's all good. Trying to a couple more hours. It's time to go home and get something to eat. Okay. Yep. For those that had that late lunch too, some people eat late too. Some people had a late lunch. When they get off at like 3:30, 4 o'clock, I have to stop down and get one of them nice pork sandwiches. Give me a nice one of pork boys down there. Get off and get me a nice roast pork sandwich and take it home. Let's check it out. Like I thought. Sliceable. So it's sliceable. That's good. It don't need 30 more minutes. But what I will do is I'll get it 7 more minutes. Yeah. Because the biscuits ain't done yet. So we'll get it 7 more minutes. I ain't gonna give it 10 more minutes because remember, it has to heat up first. So 7 minutes here is more like 10 minutes. So you know how it is still early in the morning and you got trying to get that early morning feel still going on. So it ain't 12 o'clock yet, almost. Now it's just 11:30. So it is what it is. And we got the pork roast going. We got the pork roast going, the biscuits going. We gotta go check on them. Making stovetop biscuits. We'll check those out in a minute. I don't know how you like your biscuits at all, so I don't know how you like your biscuits, but we're gonna sit here and probably eat a biscuit with you before the roast get done, and something like that. Just kick it with you, entertain. Keep you going for the moment. For you get out there and get off work and go get you that pork roast sandwich like you want, and with extra onions and extra mushrooms. So make sure you go, get ready to go get that pork roast sandwich with the mushrooms and onions. Even though mine's gonna be on a biscuit, you can get that what they call them rolls or whatever. Get that pork roast with them onions and the mushrooms and that roll. And go on. Some people even got the gravy for you. You can get the mushroom and onion gravy if it's cooked right with the rice. Yeah. So that's how they do it. But so we got the pork roast going on. And you know how that goes. So check that out in a minute. We're gonna go check on these biscuits to see if they're done, which I know they're not. So I'm going to sit here for a couple more minutes. because I know the biscuits are not done. So that's that. And then so everything should be done at noon, right about lunchtime. So which is good. Even though the onions and the mushrooms aren't done, and there aren't going to be any onions and mushrooms in this particular video, in this particular version of this situation. We're just going to have the biscuit with some jelly in a minute. We're going to have biscuit and jelly in a minute. Just because we'll have biscuit and jelly in a minute. And once they get done, because these are Pillsbury biscuits, so I'm going to give a review on the Pillsbury biscuits stovetop version. We'll see how that is, how they turn out, and I can, but I don't really want to make any biscuits. But I probably in a future video I'll make biscuits, but I just don't feel. I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like making no biscuits this morning. Growing up like that, I grew up making biscuits, so I ain't gonna lie to you. I grew up making biscuits, so that's why I say I grew up making biscuits. So I don't feel like making the biscuits right now. Pillsbury can make all the biscuits they want, and the Stowe brand and everybody else, Grand and everybody else, they make all the biscuits they want. I don't make biscuits no more. I do make biscuits, but I don't make them like that no more. So it is what it is. But yeah, growing up making biscuits and muffins and all that stuff. Get up in the morning and making biscuits and muffins. Pancakes, biscuits, and muffins. You just make that every morning. You just getting up in the morning. You used to always make that. I did. I used to always make that. I used to get up all the time and make that. One of the three combination. On a good day, when you just say screw it all, you make whole cakes, fried cornbread. Okay, you ever make fried cornbread on them days? Other than that, biscuits, muffins, and pancakes, fried cornbread. They get so sick of that. But yeah. So I got 7 minutes on this roast right here. We go do a review on the Pillsbury stovetop biscuit. Turn that over. Nowhere near done. But to prevent any more, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna have to put it back on there to let it go. But so you can see that they are cooking and they're almost done. On the side there. So yeah, these are stovetop Pillsbury biscuits. We go let these cook. See, the ones in the middle are nowhere near done. The ones coming up along the side are cooking much faster. Stovetop Pillsbury biscuits. at that point, for all you sweet toothers out there, all y'all with a sweet tooth, all y'all with a sweet tooth, go add your honey or your preserves at this point. Like your jelly, your preserves or whatever, you go ahead and add those at this point and let it cook off for those sweet toothers. You know how some people do. Strawberry preserve, apricot preserve, apple preserve, cranberry preserve, any kind of preserve, plum, whatever, lemon, whatever, onion, whatever, all that. But you see how they look. So those are the stovetop Pillsbury biscuits. They look pretty good. Like I say, some you can do like a lot of other people do at this point. They add the tomato sauce and the pepperoni. Don't act like y'all they ain't never seen nobody do that. They take them biscuits like that, cook them on top of the stove like that. And when you get to that point, smother some tomato sauce on it, some pepperoni or some Canadian bacon. Man, call it a day. I like Canadian bacon. Canadian bacon and some tomato sauce. That's good. The other way is fresh olives. Now I like that way too. To take some fresh olives at this point, or some chopped olives, or even the ones that are circled, not finely chopped, but the ones that are just cut. Either one, just add some olives to the top of that, and let it cook the rest of the way. That's good. That's good too. But I'm not doing this today. I got the olives over here inside the roast, so I'll get a couple of olives on top of the biscuit anyway. So I'll get the olive biscuit in there today anyway. So that'll be that for that. But other than that, it is what it is, So but we're doing the stovetop biscuits that you see. The middle part is nowhere near done, and this roast has been cooking, and it says it has 2 more minutes on here, but I know it doesn't. I'm going to increase this 2 minutes because the timer is now working properly, so it gives me a nice little countdown. So I'm going to put that back on 15 more minutes. And we're going to do that for 15 more minutes because even though that was sliceable, it just wasn't done enough to be sliceable for me. Some people, I like mine to be done, so, and it can be done and sliceable. So I cooked a little bit more. It was starting to fall apart, I know, in certain places, but that's good. I want some of that fat to render itself off anyway. You know what I mean? Like certain people. You know what I mean? And how they like to render fat and stuff like that. So, dealing with them type people. But anyway, so when you're dealing with, trying to render that fat off of there and just let it fall like that, get it about 15 more minutes, it should be ready. And the biscuits should be ready in about 15 more minutes too. As you can see, these stovetop biscuits are taking quite a while, huh? They take quite a long time, huh? Other than like putting them in the oven, and they would have been done like 20 minutes ago. But here, since they've been cooked on top of the stove, like I say, the bottom should be burnt, but the top should not be. But some people like brown and serve rolls. Some people like brown and serve roll type stuff. So it is what it is. Some people, will eat their little pork roast with their brown and serve rolls. Some people lucky. Some people lucky and get them grand wheat biscuits. Everybody can't get grand wheat biscuits, but if you're lucky enough to get them grand wheat biscuits, them things are good. I'm gonna tell you, them grand wheat biscuits, you know it's good. If you ever had like a grand wheat biscuit with some ham sausage, now that's good. Everybody can't get ham sausage easy, but you get that ham sausage and some and a grand wheat biscuit, that's good. That is 100% good. But everybody don't eat that kind of stuff. But the ham sausage and the grand wheat biscuits, if you can get your hands on them, not the honey wheat, the regular wheat, the 100, the real grand wheat biscuits, not the honey wheat, not the honey wheat, the real ones. As a ham sausage, that's good. That is good. That's good. I don't know how they made that ham sausage, but it's kind of like they take like ham and grind it up, make it like sausage. I don't know how they do it, but it's good. It's good. But that's how you do that. But yeah, like I said, you get your brothers serve roll, and then they got the little wheat brothers serve rolls too, so you might can find them too. Some people will give you the little wheat brothers serve rolls too. So not the Hawaii, the regular wheat brothers serve rolls, like the regular wheat grand biscuits. We got Pillsbury going on over here on the stovetop. I hear them sizzling. This pork is almost done. It's almost 12 o'clock. It's almost lunchtime. Like I say, I'm not looking for those sponsorship, those sponsor deals. I'm just letting you know what's good and what's maybe good in your area, your neighborhood. What you can probably get your hands on, what you probably can't get your hands on. Like grand wheat biscuits. Like today we're eating, you know, pork and bread today. So, eat it how you eat it. Pepper, piece of it, sloppy Joe it, Philly steak, cheese it, however you want to do it. Just, you know, po' boy, hoagie, blimpy, ham and cheese, ham sandwich, whatever. You know what I mean? That's what we eat today. Pork and bread with your own toppings. So that's the way it goes. Pork and bread today, you got your own toppings. So we get off work in about 20, 30 more minutes, go down there and get that sliced pork sandwich down there with the mushrooms and onions. That's a good one for the day. Or if you can get that neck bones and rice, that's a good one for the day too. You can get that today. You can't get it today. Then the other one that's good for you, if you can get it today, is I hate to say it for them folk down there, but that's a good one for you today. You get that pig ear and the mashed potatoes. You're doing pretty good. You get your pig ear and mashed potatoes today. Doing pretty good. So anybody in that category. Can't get a wheat biscuit today from the Pillsbury Grand or whatever. Maybe you can get you a pig ear and some mashed potatoes. That sounds good. You can get you some ham sausage and a grand Pillsbury wheat biscuit. That sounds good. You get you a po' boy with pork belly and onions on sourdough. That sounds good too. However you do it today is pork Pork and bread day. So that's what's going on. And you get you a tamale. You can get you a tamale. That sounds even good. That sounds good too. So however you do it, wherever you at in your neighborhood. So I ain't doing no tamales. I ain't doing. I know I can cook tamales, but I ain't cooking no tamales. I ain't cooking no tamales. Yes, sir. We're gonna go check this out. Biscuits look good. And see, when they come like this, you see the middle part here is going to take a while to get done. This over here is done, as you can see, over here in the corner. But the one in the middle, it's going to take a little while to cook a little longer. And what you don't want to do is to take one of these side pieces out and let it continue to cook on. You're going to want to go ahead and let this middle part right here continue to cook. And you can poke it to see how long it's got. And it's got a good little ways to go, so that's fine. That's gonna make these other ones a little bit more airier, a little bit more steamier. So that's all. So some people like them sticky pork buns. You know, steamed sticky pork buns. So that's what this is, a rendition. You see. So we're gonna go ahead and put the top back on. And then continue to cook. Five minutes on the porkity pork. 5 minutes on the roast. About 5-10 minutes on the biscuits. Give that a nice little slice taste. Then get away from here. It's been working on 2-3 hours here, so that's pretty good. I think I'm coming up on my second hour, maybe my third. I can't really tell you. I'm not really keeping track, but just keeping it going. Nice foggy day today. Nice foggy morning. That's another thing. It's nice and foggy outside. So it is what it is. So nice little morning going on. Get out and vote for whoever you will vote for. Get out and vote. Enjoy yourself. Keep, do you, do you. Live the life that you propose to live. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it goes. So, 4 more minutes on the roast. It looks like it's going to be sliceable. So, I don't really want to be slicing the roast right now. So, for me to slice the roast, I'm going to have to let the roast totally cool for me to slice the roast. So, I'm going to have to let the roast sit there in those juices, which is another thing I don't like. It's going to have to sit there in those juices and cool before I get to slicing it. I'm not going to take it out of the juice and let it cool. I'm going to let it cool in the juices. Might even, get that little that grease to start to congealing, and you know, how pork gets that creates its own like lard or whatever. That grease starts to harden up. So let it try to let it cool off to the point to where some of that grease starts to harden up, and you can slice it that way. And hit it in the microwave for a minute, or put it on top of the stove for a minute, or make some gravy and slide it in there. So it is what it is. So been on here for almost 2 hours, over 2 hours, cooking. These cooking sessions can be pretty long, but it's all good though. It's rewarding, It's all good. So got 2 more minutes on this roast. I checked it out. It was starting to kind of fall apart, whatever. That fat was kind of like rendering itself down and doing like that. But yeah, so we're gonna do that, and I may eat this with the beans, with the rest of the beans that I got in there. Um, I doubt it though. I don't think I'm going that night. It's hard. I can't have no beans and biscuits. I don't want beans and biscuits, so I don't want that. I hear those biscuits back there. They're trying to call, but they're not ready yet. We got 1 more minute on the timer for the Instapot. We're going to go ahead and turn that off, like right now. Go ahead and turn that off. And I just sit here and thank you for listening to me rant and rave today about these issues, and eating, and cooking, and seeing what's good for the day, and whatever the case may be. And I'm not moderating right now or trolling anybody right now, and it's like 12 o'clock, and it's like almost 12 o'clock, and I know there's some people that should be on right now. Yeah, I'm gonna just go scroll down the list. I ain't shouting out nobody, but you got some people on right now. You got some folk out, and yeah, that's what's I'm just looking on the phone right now to see who's live right now, what's going on right now on this situation. See what the topic is. Make sure ain't nothing happening that I'm not make sure ain't no natural disaster happened anywhere that I'm not aware of. Anything like that. But it seems to be pretty. It seems like the same old stuff. That's good. Nothing major going on. That's good. And nothing major weather-wise either, so that none of that came up either. So no major weather outbreaks and nothing like that going on. So that's good. That's good. So the Instapot is on off right now. We're gonna open it up in a minute and get ready to take this roasted pork roast out of here and taste it. And I knew when I started picking up my phone, I was gonna probably have some issues going on with that, because it wants to give me some feedback. But I'm not trying to give it no feedback. Like when I see you. Like that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I know every time that I pick up the phone, it's always got some kind of issue going on. When the star, but so anyway, it is what it is, and the Instapot is on off right now, so we're about to take this pork roast off in a minute. Biscuits, as you saw, were not done just about 5 minutes ago, so they shouldn't be done right now. Either the ones in the middle still need to cook. These are stovetop biscuits. They've been on there cooking for about 30, 45 minutes. For biscuits, that's probably unheard of for most people. Cooking biscuits for almost an hour on top of the stove to go with this pork roast that we're about to have in a minute. Lord, people just love stuff like that. So people be wanting them little instant moments too, but it's all good. So anyway, like I say, the Instant Pot is off right now. We're going to check out this pork roast in a minute to see what's going on with it. The biscuits, I got to sit here and wait for them to get done. They'll be done in a minute. Get at a taste. It's 12 o'clock. It's noon time. It's lunchtime. It's time to eat. Yeah. It's time to eat. And you know what it is. You know. But okay, somebody else that came up in the kitchen, but I don't think they live. Don't seem like they're live. Seem like they just dropped the video. So somebody else is up in the kitchen right now. I guess they just dropped the video, but they ain't in there live cooking. But so anyway, I just got a notification of that. That's the way that goes. But yeah. So gotta sit here and wait for these biscuits, and I'm just dragging on because there's nothing really going on. You know what I mean? There's nothing really to talk about. You know what I mean? Nobody want to talk about no damn Kamala and no damn Donald and no damn election. So you go out and you vote for whoever you want to vote for, and you do whatever you do with your life. I voted no on the Marriage Act, and that's all you need to know. You don't need to know nothing else. Whatever that is the case. And I ain't got time to be talking about nobody trying to marry no window or no nothing like that. So I ain't got time for that. You know how crazy people are. And next thing, can I marry this window? I want to marry this window. And no, you're not marrying no damn window. Get up out of here. So anyway, so we got these Pillsbury Doughboy biscuits on top of the stove cooking, and they'll be done in a minute. They've been cooking for about an hour. So that's what's going on with that. This pork roast is done. I'm going to go ahead and let the steam out. It's already off, but when you go ahead and let the steam out, it's sliceable. It's not really it didn't really fall apart, but it's sliceable and done. So I can do that. And get these biscuits a little while longer. Because I know they ain't done yet, so it is what it is. I used to, it's just one of them things. It's lunchtime right now. So, and the food is like done. 12:03 is done. So, let's get together. Let's see these biscuits out. It's 12:03. Bam! So what you do at this point, what I normally do at this point, I continue to let them go a little longer because those just got done. So I'm going to go ahead and let that go just a little longer. As you can see, they're done. Stovetop biscuits. Some people turn theirs over. I did these this way to show you that you don't have to turn them over and they can still come out to be pretty decent. like steamed buns. Like steamed buns. They're still cooking. No, I don't. Thank you for the question, though. Thank you for that. Okay. I was reading comments and questions. I'm sorry. Which I don't do. Um, so yeah, these biscuits are done. So we're gonna go ahead and let them continue to sit there and cook a little longer. Give them about another 5 more minutes on that. We got 5 more minutes on that. We're gonna go ahead and open up the roast. Bad faux pas, as always. Now is the sliceable type that I like. May not be the sliceable type that you like, but it's the sliceable type I like. And that's what I mean by the sliceable type I like. So here's the pork roast. No salt added at all. Go ahead and let that cool off. You know that's extremely hot. Give it a taste. Good. Good. Now, what you can do to this is really good. What you can do to this is, I'm gonna be honest with you, it doesn't need it, but for those who just gotta have it, salt. You can just sprinkle salt on your plate on top if you need some. But other than that, you don't need none. So that's the pork roast. We got the buns, the stovetop Pillsbury biscuits over there. We're gonna uh, get one out in just a minute and make a little bowl together and sit here and eat it and see what it's like. For lunch today. Now you make yours your way. You add the toppings that you want to add to yours. So, but today we're just having it plain and regular. Why I don't know, but that's just the way it is. We're having it plain and regular today, so it is what it is. It's not that I can't hardly wait to get a piece, but that roast is pretty good because that cayenne pepper uh, is really good and sweet. It's not hot. It's a sweet cayenne pepper. I mean, the cayenne pepper is hot itself, but the way that I cooked it, because with the coconut fur and the roses and the strawberry, it's kind of like giving off that like white strawberry vibe in the background to that cayenne pepper, and that thing is good. You get that like white strawberry and cayenne pepper. taste going on in there. Uh, with the cinnamon and onion, it's really good. So yeah, so that's what's going on with that. So yeah, so you kind of get like the little white strawberry and cayenne pepper mix going on, and that's pretty good. We're gonna get these stovetop Pillsbury biscuits a couple more minutes. They've been cooking for an hour. Long time to be cooking biscuits. Um, and biscuits normally take 10 minutes in the oven, but they've been taking an hour on top of the stove on three. Um, they're done now. Even the one that's in the middle is done. I hear it cooking in the middle. I can hear the one at the bottom, and it is cooking a little bit longer. And the longer you let these sit here like this, they'll get a little browner too. But we're not going to worry about that. But these, as you can see, I don't want you to think that those are still pasty. The only pasty part that you see here is like where it was stuck to here. So that's that pasty part right there that you see like right there. But other than that, they're not pasty. They're done. Cause I know, like right here, when I'm looking at the camera, whatever, like those still look kind of pasty, but they're not pasty. They're done. Now, like I say, you can cook these a little longer if you want. I still have them on three. But that's only gonna just cook the bottom more so and have the bottom more burnt than what you would want. But since these middle pieces there took a little longer to cook, we're going to go ahead and let that stay. Now, what I should do is which is recommended, is don't take any out and continue to let them cook. Let them all cook all together. So I'm going to let these cook together a little longer for about 3 or 4 more minutes. So while those are cooking for 3 or 4 more minutes, I can go ahead and get my bowl together. Get this bowl together of the roast, since it's sliceable now. And I can slice it the way that I want to slice it. It doesn't just have to fall completely apart, which is doing it in certain cases. So yeah, so back to the thing. So um, we're over here just eating some pork and biscuits, stovetop biscuits, like steamy pork buns. So I don't know how what you're doing in your neighborhood and how you do yours, but you can always like, share, comment, subscribe. and give ideas about what you want to see. If somebody can cook something for you. Okay, so there we go. We got the biscuits cooking a little longer. I'm gonna come look at them. They're uncovered. They're uncovered and done. There's the pork. Of course, I'm gonna go in like a savage. Show you the bun, the biscuit, the Pillsbury Stovetop biscuit. Turn these off. Pillsbury Stovetop biscuits and some pork roast. Some people always gotta have that, so you gotta put that with it too. For this biscuit here. So thank you, Kamala. So today is pork shoulder and Pillsbury Stovetop biscuits, kind of like a cross between a steamy pork bun. For those that like that kind of stuff. I know you can't see that. So, For people that like them um, steamy hot buns, and pork bun, not a bad idea. Not bad at all. Lunchtime. Okay. Good. We'll do it one more time. We'll get one more. That was pretty good. Mm. So yeah, you go out and vote for whoever you're voting for. I've been out here for almost 2.5 hours now. It's almost time to go. So this was pork. Kind of got like some steamy pork bun type thing going on. Pillsbury stovetop biscuits. To like 2 hours to cook altogether. A mess. So that's what it is today. The pork and bread. also looking for something to eat. Ideal. Some dinner, lunch, breakfast. Today, pork roast and stovetop Pillsbury biscuits. So, I'm gonna put everything up. I'm gonna put everything up for later. You like average people, this is lunch. Eat fruits and vegetables for the rest of the day. And return to this about midnight. If you can find that strawberry butter, I suggest you do. Because that was lunch today. So that's what it is. That's how it should be. So one thing left now is to just put the food up, clean up this little mess. Hopefully you found this informative of knowing how to cook and doing the things the way that you prefer to do them. If you already know how to cook, I say that wasn't enough seasoning for you. I say that wasn't enough seasoning for you. That was plenty of seasoning. Ooh. So y'all, it is what it is. Y'all have a good day. Like I say, have a good day. That was lunch, dinner for some. Enjoy yourself. It's really cold. But you know how we do it around here. We got to take it to the extreme, to the next level, of course. We're gonna go ahead and wrap that and roll all that up together into one combo combination. Something I don't normally ever. You know what? Um, the V thing that's going around. That's the V thing that's going around. I don't think. I don't think I'll ever get that V thing that's going around. But so anyway, we're gonna continue this and let this go on. And we just out of the ordinary, unusual, unnormal stuff. That's what's gonna happen today. But anyway, they got that V thing going on around. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, here's the oops, 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 oops. Pillsbury Stovetop biscuit. And some grape jelly. For y'all people out there, that's gotta happen. So, 2.5 hours. In 2.5 hours, I could have made homemade biscuits that would have been done 30 minutes ago in the oven instead of cooking Pillsbury biscuits on top of stuff for an hour. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up with that smoking session, which I normally don't do. But I'm gonna do it today. It's a foggy day. It's still foggy. If you look closely enough, you see that white hue right there? That's fog. So, it's a foggy day. There's a little fog in here. Not much. So, a little, it's not strange to see, fog coming through coming through the house. But yeah, go knock on wood. That's good. So yeah, so it's a little foggy. I'm gonna go do some little unnatural things since I can capture some of this stuff on video, which I've never really been able to capture before, like the actual fog, that you can actually see the fog coming in. That's cute, as they say in video layman's term. That's cute. And we just had some pork buns, kind of like the real pork buns, not pork biscuits, but pork buns. They were pretty good, with some jelly biscuits from Welch's Great Jelly Biscuits. I'm just sitting here rambling on because you're trying to. This is morning. When you get from the morning, you hear grumpy people talking about breakfast in that category, in that order. Somebody somewhere got a biscuit. Somebody somewhere got a bacon sandwich. Somebody somewhere. I do not fear. Yeah. I do not call. No. I don't listen to the word. For the time has. But what I did, I got. I didn't feel good today. I can't tell you what kind of mood I'm in. You know, I just feel good today. Today I just feel really, 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 really good. Yeah, I can say that. I can say I feel like what do you call that thing? Like a bubblegum machine that just went to the bathroom on the side of a mountain. And saw somewhere where it was a tree growing inside the mountain. And you just take your feet up there and grab the bottom of the tree and go hoo 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 hoo. You know what I'm talking about? When you got a tree growing inside of a mountain somewhere, and you take the bottom of your foot and you go inside this cave. You go inside the cave, you see the tree at the bottom, and it's going inside the mountain. And you take your foot, you go do hoo 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 hoo. That's what I feel like a bubblegum machine taking a dump inside of a mountain, and some idiot going there hoo 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 hoo. That is crazy. I feel good this morning. I feel good this afternoon, rather. So anyway, the fog. I closed this right here. That's not weed smoke, as you see. Or cigarette smoke, as you see. It's the mixture right now of the two. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. Don't know about it. I'll find out later. But yeah, it feel good today. Give this money and go hood, and you'll be all right. I don't know about you, but that's how you gotta do. You know, and get to walking. Okay? That brain is used for a whole bunch of things. That is, so you get to walking. That is, get to walking. Okay, so I'm been 3 hours on here just shooting the breeze, which is not really talking about that. So I gotta go ahead and finish, clean up, get this stuff cleaned up, get these biscuits and stuff inside of a container in the bowl, put them in the refrigerator, get this roast um, the same way. I wanted to sit in its juice, so but it's juice. Then you see somebody get up this boy and go ooh. They go outside the damn mountain and see the damn thing and as they do. Somewhere down there, somebody out of the mountain with a caveman somewhere. But yeah, anyway, that's why. So anyway, you get to see the bad part of me. They just see me sit there smoking, carried on, acting crazy with these pork shoulder roast and sticky buzz. Yeah, I guess so. And fog covered through the dough. I guess so. It is what it is. You can see all that. The gagging, the choking, the coughing, the wheezing, the sneezing. All of the above. I really feel you see that kind of crazy crap didn't be sitting up here dogging and cussing folk out for no apparent reason. Okay? Sitting up here going off on people for no apparent reason. Talking about you ain't this and you ain't that. You ain't this and you ain't that. Vote for me and vote for you and all this crazy crap. I got time for that. And I gotta catch myself before I start reciting catchphrases from other people's channel. Somebody got a song out there that people sing all the time. Got fog all in the house. Fog come outside, come to the house, come through the back window back there. It's seeping through the garage. It's coming through this fiberglass door. Coming through the back door. It's coming through every window. Flash little fog just coming through. It's October. You swear it's cold. Ain't bit more cold than a man in the moon. You swear it is. And it's almost 1 o'clock. It's definitely time to be the get over here. I know this battery should be about to give me a problem. Like this one is over here. This one is very low. That one is not as low. It's pretty low. I can get in here and clean up. So welcome y'all. It's 66 degrees outside. So it's cold. So don't let anybody tell you, oh, it's a nice balmy 66 degrees outside. It's not a nice balmy 66 degrees outside. It's a cold 66 degrees outside. It's cool. We'll warm up next week, but we'll be cold today and tomorrow. So yeah, I can do a quick little 15-minute cleanup and still be talking to you about the till damn 2 o'clock apparently. But I ain't gonna be sitting here talking to you till damn 2 o'clock for what? Okay. Lunch is over with. We did cook everything we were cooking for today. Ain't no craft and no arts projects going on today, so ain't none of that going on. I don't like this stop and start when I start smoking, so it's gonna have to be either or, and it's gonna have to be the either and not the or on that, which means I'll be back. But yeah, I ain't going nowhere. I'm still over here. Do the first part, which is easy. That part was easy. So like I said, the first part was easy, so we're gonna do the second part now, which is the hard part. Is getting this roast into this bowl. They got another candidate sending out advertisements. I can't endorse any of them. My. Oh boy. So yeah. Just putting the roast up. Any leftover giblet parts are mine, of course. And there's a couple of leftover giblet parts for me. Okay. So, tell me how you like it. If you decide to do it that way, tell me what other kind of spices or seasonings that you would add to it, besides the three that I use. You can also tell me that. Just had to give that a quick little mop-see there. And, go discard this. I don't like to let that stuff linger too long around, especially when I'm sitting here in front of it. So I gotta go ahead and clean it up and put it up real quick. Excuse me, I told you I probably can do this within the next 15 minutes to go ahead and round this out, to take it over to the I think it was the 1 o'clock mark or something like that. Before we get over to the 2 o'clock mark. And my battery goes down and really call this a day. So yeah, so I just want to thank everybody that came in today that shared the video. We just did some steamy pork bun type things today with a pork roast. So now we're at the cleanup phase in that, which is the hard part in cooking. To me, the hardest part is always the cleanup. So that's why a lot of people don't like to cook either, because the cleanup process can be tedious if you don't know how to cook. So that's another thing about my channel. I try to give you quick, easy meals to cook that doesn't require a lot of cleanup as well. So, and a lot of preparation either. So, only like when you do like greens or whatever, that takes a lot of preparation and a lot of cleanup. But outside of that, and like ravioli and biscuits and things like that, baking, all of that requires a lot of cleanup too. So I try not to do much of that. And then like when you're doing like greens and stuff, if you do like a stir fry or whatever, like kale and turnips and mustards, and not cook them on the stove for a long time, the cleanup process is a little, it's not as much, because when you stir fry them, you're not making a big old pot of greens, so you only use as much as you need in a stir fry. So with the bigger the pot, the bigger the mess, and that's always the way it's been. So it is what it is. The bigger the pot, the bigger the mess. So I try to keep it
short and simple. And then you know when you're cooking for multiple people over the standard amount of 4, you really got a lot of mess to clean up. So we're not doing the over 4 cooking over here. Cooking for over 4 people. So we're trying to keep everything in those proportions. Minimum cleanup. Maximum taste. Top quality. Minimum cleanup. So, like this right here, if I would have done this ahead of time, I wouldn't be here in the last 15 minutes going over the 1 o'clock hour, washing the dishes, which is nothing but a bunch of silverware. But yeah, so, and this water is extremely hot. So yeah, so that's what that is. So that's gonna push this on over to the limit. But it's all good. Hope you enjoyed yourself today. Hope you can get out and get in the kitchen and get your channel going, get you some cooking going. See what's going on, because I shop around too, and there's some recipe ideas out there that if they sound good enough and plausible enough, you know, I'll try them. Which, you know, most people just do the standard everyday stuff. I don't like all that bizarre, crazy crap. Using all kind of foreign ingredients. So I like the standard, regular stuff. Nothing extremely exotic, as they would say. That ain't me. This is regular run-of-the-mill stuff. So yeah, that's how that goes. So clean up under the pork roast. Getting that all together. I believe. You believe. So the roast came out pretty good. The biscuits came out pretty good, I must say. Do like fat people just keep talking about it over and over again? Yes, indeed. So doing a little quick cleanup in the kitchen, washing these dishes up real quick. Nice foggy day. I don't know what's going on with that. Seems a little weird and strange, but I guess not. I guess it is what it is. And this is just going to have to be what it is for the day. So yet again, I know a lot of people don't like these 3 and 4 hour long videos, especially when there's really no real topic going on, and you know, you can easily fade in and fade out of this conversation or the whole thing altogether, and get to see the good points or whatever, and not dabbling into the whole conversation. today is a very good day. For you. So it doesn't want to turn. So turn. There we go. Gotta clean up some stuff. What a day, what a day, what a day, what a day, what a day. Politicians.
Yeah.
Okay, back. I know it, we're going to go away for a minute, but you know how that does. So, I'm going to sit here and let this do this for a minute. Then we'll get back to the conversation.
So yet again, thank you. Have a good day.